Hello. Hello, peoples. This is his little Cherie. And I'm making this video because I had a thought. I had a thought about prayer. And so I wanted to record it because it might be gone soon. My thought about prayer was, what is prayer? I sort of had this thought because of somebody who was expressing their discomfort with the way some people pray. It's just a style of prayer, but they didn't really like it, and they didn't think it was, uber biblical, and they had like a verse to back up their discontent or their disdain at the way certain people pray. And that made me a little bit uncomfortable. You know, like, we're so critical of each other, but when we're critical of the way other people pray, other Christians pray, that sort of gives me, kind of like one of those, because I'm like, we probably shouldn't criticize each other about how we pray, because I don't know, that just seems like a really sacred thing. And someone else's prayer journey may look completely different. And lately I've come to appreciate different ways of praying. Well, I've always appreciated different ways of praying. I mean, you know that. I've prayed in just about every way there is to pray. But recently I was just really moved and touched and ministered to by someone who was praying in a very Catholic way. And honestly, I've never really appreciated those kinds of prayers before. And I had a Bible verse to back up my, my kind of looking down my nose at it. But the reality is, I think Christians of every stripe can find a Bible verse to support whatever it is that they're supporting or not supporting. Anyway, I just think that prayer is something that should be outside the realm of our critique, our criticism. I don't know. I'm just one of those people that just doesn't like to be critical of just about anything. I guess that makes me really Canadian. But I mean, there's a time to stand up for what you believe. But can we just like not with the prayer thing? Okay, anyway, I'm going on and on. But the point is that lately I've been praying differently than I've ever prayed before. And I'm really hoping that my prayers still count. They feel like they do, even though they're so unsophisticated. Like, I used to pray pretty. I don't pray pretty anymore. You know how I find myself praying a lot of the time these days? Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. And that's about as far as I get. I can't even pretend to do it without getting emotional because, sometimes when all the pretty is stripped away, all you have is what comes from a very real and a very young place inside of you, which is just, oh, Daddy. And I think God feels those prayers, that He treasures those prayers, and heaven forbid that anyone looking at it from the outside would criticize that prayer because it's not particularly pretty, or it doesn't fit with the Bible verse that they've adopted. Anyway, okay, that's all I wanted to say. Let's not criticize each other's prayers, okay? That's my thought.